Good afternoon, Principal of Business students. Welcome to week 8. Only 3 weeks left in this class. Can you believe it? It's been a really good adventure so far, and I'm really excited about this week as well. This is a topic that I have a lot of passion about. Management and leadership is really my sweet spot, and I'm really excited to see how you guys respond to the content that we have for you this week. So here's what's on tap. I do want you to read chapter 14. That's going to inform what you talk about in the discussion forum this week. And the discussion forum is about LL Bean. And LL Bean is one of my all-time favorite companies. For those of you that don't know, I have a 10-year-old son, and his name is Gavin. And he is a rough and tumble kind of kid. He is 10 years old. He weighs 113 pounds. He is just rough, okay? He rips his clothes. He has holes in the, in the knees of all of his pants. All of his backpacks are destroyed by the end of the year. But I will tell you that I only purchase backpacks from LL Bean for my son, for a couple of reasons. One is because I just really like LL Bean, and if you're a New Englander like I have been for the past 15 years prior to moving to Indianapolis, LL Bean is where you buy your kids' school backpacks and their lunch bags. So we'd started off buying Gavin LL Bean backpacks since he was in kindergarten. And what I can tell you is every time something bad has happened to a backpack, which by the way is almost every year, I call up LL Bean and I tell them what happened and they send me a new one. No questions asked. A seamless process. Same thing with his winter jackets. I only buy them from LL Bean, and sometimes he will just pull that zipper so hard that he will break it and they will return it without even question. And I'll give you a really interesting story about his last backpack. His last backpack, he did just pull and pull and pull at that zipper until he pulled out a couple of teeth from the zipper. So if that tells you anything about him. And so I called LLB and I said, gosh, I hate to kind of do this every year, but here's our backpack situation. And they said, well, of course, please send that back and we'll get you a new one in the process. So while that one was in transit, I already had the new one. So it wasn't like he had to go without a backpack. So they sent me a brand new backpack without having his old one. Okay. So we started using that backpack. Everything was fine. A few days later, I got another package from LL Bean, and I thought, boy, did they accidentally send me another backpack? What's going on here? And when I opened it up, there was a carefully sealed plastic bag in there that had some contents that we must have left in one of the pockets from the old backpack. And there was a card enclosed, and it said, I'm sure that your son wants these very valuable things that were enclosed in his backpack. I mean, it was just one of those moments where you think to yourself, you know what? I'm buying anything I can from this company from now on. LL Bean lives their mission, and I have proof in that plastic bag that they sent to me with a handwritten card. It's impressive. Millions of customers. So that's my LL Bean story. The other thing that we're going to talk about this week is Daniel Pink. And if you don't know who Daniel Pink is, you will after this week. He's a really interesting speaker and thought leader on what motivates employees. So you're going to watch the video, The Puzzle of Motivation, and then I also put his TED Talk about the same topic into the announcement area to give you some more context. And then we're going to really talk about that in your assignment this week. What do you make of this puzzle of motivation? What does it mean? What is it based on? What are the implications? I've really loved all of our interactions and your thoughts thus far, and so I'll be really interested to hear what you think about his theory of motivation and the implications thereof. Okay? So with that, that's your whole week mapped out for you. Again, only 3 weeks more left of class. Please let me know if you need anything at all. I'm here to help you in this journey, and I've just had a great time so far. So have a great week. Talk to you soon.